Yeah, the side to side is fine, but it's just the up and down. It's kind of
We hope you're having a good time listening to some great music here on Game Time. Remember, Zeps fans, student athletes represent their teams, fellow students, teachers, and their school community.
Welcome to Youth Night. Starting with our second grade team. Our second graders, coached by Jed Stephen.
There's an athlete.
Our third grade team, coached by Brittany Farnsworth and Kaden Rucker. Our fourth grade team, coached by Roman Thompson and Brian Schaefer. They also recently just won the Gold Bracket Championship at the Southeastern Ohio Hoops Youth League. Our fifth graders, coached by Josh Kogel and Steve Wentworth. And our sixth graders, coached by Ben Davis. Thank you to all of our youth, coaches, parents, and fans, the future of Shenandoah boys basketball.
Sports and 93 BNV present high school basketball. On your station for the best sports coverage, WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield. And now, let's go courtside for tonight's game.
Meet John Valentine, owner of Valentine Insurance. His new office is located at 739 Southgate Parkway in Cambridge. John brings 20 years of insurance knowledge to his friends and clients. Valentine Insurance is your local independent insurance agency that is dedicated to protecting you and providing the industry's best customer service. Whether you're in the market for commercial or residential, auto, home, health, or life, Valentine Insurance can provide coverage for all. They are professional, courteous, reliable partners you can count on. Valentine Insurance open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Evenings by appointment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for some high school basketball on WBNV. Tonight, the Shenandoah Zeps host the Barnesville Shamrocks. I'm Bill Kassler. Joining me, Jeff Stevens. Jeff, these two teams both come in tonight struggling a little bit, but as you and I talked about, both teams are looking at it like a potential win.
I think without question, Bill, this is a chance. Shenandoah, struggling here with some young kids trying to earn playing time. They're 0-9, but they are coming off maybe one of their best performances of the year down at the River City Classic in Marietta, a 3-point loss to Morgan. Barnesville has won a couple of times, so I'm sure in practice yesterday and in pregame today, both coaches are saying, hey guys, this is a winnable game. And,
no doubt about
from
it.
Shenandoah's standpoint, you feel a little bit better because you are playing on your home court.
Incidentally, you're listening to the Valentine Insurance pregame show. We want to thank you for tuning in tonight on WBNV. Like we said, this is a winnable game. Shenandoah featuring two players on the inside that could pose some problems for the Shamrocks tonight. They've got big Corbin Varhola, number 23, had 18 points down there in that game against Morgan down in Marietta. And he can be a good one. If he gets the ball in the paint, he'll be a problem. And keep an eye on number 5, Braxton Barnett, probably the best athlete you'll see on the floor.
And that's an issue, too, for the Shamrock fans who have followed their team over the years. Barnesville's really not had a lot of height. They've been at a great disadvantage almost every year. This year they do have a little bit of height in Brody McFarland, but at 6'3", but probably a little bit of height advantage to Shenandoah, so it's just a matter of who can take advantage of it.
No doubt about it. Talked to both coaches before the game. Coach Miley for the Zeps basically said, hey, we want to slow the basketball down. We're going to play a little zone defense. He's going to challenge the Shamrock shooters a little bit, I think, early on. And talking to Coach Stevens, he really wasn't concerned about the pace too much, but he did want to get the ball down and shoot, and he also wanted to challenge Shenandoah's guards.
Well, I think the whole bottom line comes down in a game like this, two-shot selection and making good decisions with the basketball. Like we said, both teams feeling, this is a winnable game, because sometimes earlier in the year, both these teams have gone up against teams that realistically they knew they really didn't have much chance to win against. And tonight is an example where they both feel like they can win, but one of them's going to win and one of them's not.
All right, it is the Shamrocks. It's the Zeps. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more from Shenandoah High School right after this.
Meet John Valentine, owner of Valentine Insurance. His new office is located at 739 Southgate Parkway in Cambridge. John brings 20 years of insurance knowledge to his friends and clients. Valentine Insurance is your local independent insurance agency that is dedicated to protecting you and providing the industry's best customer service. Whether you're in the market for commercial or residential, auto, home, health, or life, Valentine Insurance can provide coverage for all. They are professional, courteous, reliable partners you can count on. Valentine Insurance open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Evenings by appointment.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Protect what matters most with Sue Snowd State Farm Agent in Caldwell, Ohio. With over 30 years of experience serving Noble County, Sue and her team offer personalized coverage for auto, home, life, health, renters, and business insurance. Conveniently located on East Street, they're here to help you plan for the unexpected. Call 740-732-2786 today for a free quote, or stop by the office. Like a good neighbor, Sue Snowd is there, ready to serve your insurance needs with care and confidence.
You're listening to high school basketball on 93 BNV, WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
We're back, Shenandoah High School, where the Zeps take on the Shamrocks tonight. Bill Castler, Jeff Stevens with you. And Jeff, let's talk about our TK Auto Services keys to the game.
Well, looking first at the visiting Barnesville Shamrocks, and for those watching our live stream on YRPtv, the Shamrocks are in their road greens tonight. But I think for the Shamrocks, again, the shot selection is a key, because both these teams have trouble scoring points. Both of them only averaging about 40 points a game for the year. But this is an opportunity, to maybe score a few more points. So I think the shot selection, and then just seeing that first shot go in if you're one of the perimeter shooters. And for Shenandoah, a lot of youth out front with their guards and a lot of inexperience. I think taking care of the ball and basically the normal things that you talk about in the game. One, you need to control rebounding, and you need to take care of the basketball. And see the ball go through the hoop, and you see the first couple shots go in, then you can have a great shooting night. But that's basically it's basic basketball when you're both these teams struggling to get a win, and we know that one of them's going to get there tonight. And it's an easy game when the ball goes through the hoop.
Yeah, and a lot of it, I like what you said. A lot of it has to do with confidence. That first shot goes in, that can do a lot for a basketball player. It's the same with turnovers. You beat the press or you beat pressure a few times down the floor, and you think, I can do this. We can handle the ball against this team, and you're okay. So it could go either way. I'm telling you, if the Zeps can get the ball into half court, keep an eye on number 5, Braxton Barnett. He will make your eyes pop down low. And Varhola, I know, has had some good games. He had one the other night against Morgan. For the Zeps, for the Rocks, you really have to keep an eye on Dylan Blon and Riker Willis. If they're hitting threes, it could be lights out for the Zeps.
And one thing about both those kids, if people it's not familiar with, both those young men, and they are the most experienced of Barnesville's play, and both are left-handed. And when they get going, they can score some points, and and that's been a key. Barnesville has got a couple of wins this year. They did beat Belair, and they did beat Union Local. And we have to report tonight that they did beat Union Local. The Jets were without a couple of players, but a win's a win.
It is.
And, and that's a big rival win for them. But, interesting to see. Sometimes you think a couple teams with not real good records, this will be a bad game. Well, this may be a well-played, and I think both teams will play with a lot of intensity tonight.
Yeah, and you were telling me that Bel Air, the Big Reds, weren't very, I never thought I'd hear the words, the Bel Air Big Reds are not good in basketball. So many years of Coach Gene Amarante down there, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, they're always going to be good.
Just a cycle this year, they're just not a lot of varsity experience coming back.
Hey, we're getting ready for our Sarah Wickerham State Farm starting lineups, but first, we're getting ready now for the national anthem, which tonight is brought to you by Byesville VFW Post 3760. And both Jeff and I were talking. We like the environment here at Shenandoah where they drop the flag from the center rafter, which is really a nice touch.
And of course, you get some of your general announcements that are made here prior to getting to the national anthem and the starting lineups. And, nice crowd on hand tonight here in your week in between Christmas and New Year's. Not a lot else to do, so people get out and watch some high school basketball.
The Christmas holiday is over, and now is the time. January is usually it's the month for high school basketball.
And they're now going to introduce the officials. The officials tonight are Maya Williams, Michael Potts, and Jeff Leffler are your 3 officials here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And here comes the flag as promised.
Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Thank you to Barnesville VFW Post 3760 for sponsoring our national anthem tonight. Getting ready now for the introduction of the starting lineups, brought to you by Sarah Wickerham, State Farm. Both these teams play a little deep, particularly the Zeps play a little deep off the bench. You'll see a number of players out there tonight. Coaches trying to work out who gets playing time.
One game earlier this year that I did do the Shamrocks game on WBNV, they did not go real deep off the bench. Brody McFarland, one of the starters, along with Dylan Blond and Riker Willis, all seniors, along with Evan Carpenter, a junior, and Aiden Caldwell, a junior, will be the Shamrock starters.
Of course, the Shamrocks are coached by Shane Stevens.
And Shane is a Buckeye Trail graduate.
Yeah, you talked about that. I wasn't aware of that.
And here for the Zeps, there's Braxton Barnett and Hunter House.
A couple of seniors. Like
another senior, Corbin Varhola.
Keep an eye on Braxton, outstanding track athlete, just a really outstanding athlete. Corbin Varhola, he's a big offensive lineman on the football team, and he looks like an offensive lineman.
Last two starters for the Zeps, sophomore Logan Gable and freshman Tage McPeak. And I believe this may be Logan Gable's first varsity start.
Yeah, he didn't play JV tonight, and I'd seen him play some JV before in the couple games I'd done.
And he gives the Zeps a little bit more size also. The roster I have here does not have heights listed for the Zeps. But we're ready to get this affair ready to go. Michael Potts will toss it up right now.
McFarland jumping against Barnett and controlled by the Shamrocks. That is number 2, Riker Willis with the basketball. And he's directing some traffic early on.
And the Zeps are in a 2-3 zone, as we mentioned earlier.
Willis with the basketball. He and Evan Carpenter playing a little catch. Now here's a long shot by Carpenter. Can't find the iron. Picked up by Varhola. Up the floor comes Barnett. Barnett stops, gets the ball back across. That is Hunter House, the senior. House dribbles the ball off his leg. Varhola down at the elbow. Back out to Barnett. He'll shoot the 3, in and out. Rebound, that is Brody McFarland for the Rocks. Here comes Barnesville, up the floor quickly. Willis works it back outside. That's Blonde. In the corner, Carpenter. Carpenter drives the baseline, now cut off. Gets it back outside to Caldwell. Shot doesn't go. Rebound kicks around. McFarland picks it up, puts it in. That's the first 2 of the game. Rocks are up 2-0.
And anytime you can get that extra length in your possession, an offensive rebound, and a second chance point, that's always big early in the game.
All right, Varhola down low. Oh, nice move by the big man. He slips underneath McFarland. That's an easy 2 right there for Corbin Varhola.
Yeah, nice step through move under there. Nice move to the hoop.
Bad pass picked up by Barnett for the Zeps. Quick turnover. Varhola works it down. Gable in the paint. Ball's up, no good. Picked up by Blonde. Back to Willis. Willis, top of the key. Willis to Blonde. Hear that a lot tonight. There's a shot by number 12, Aiden Caldwell. That's 2. 4-2 Rocks. 5:50 left in the first. Here come the Zeps.
Shamrocks are playing man-to-man defense here in the half court.
Hunter House handling the ball quite a bit early on. Here's Varhola. They get him the ball down on the blocks, turning, spinning, shooting, and can't get it to go. A lot of contact, no call. Ball kicks out of bounds. It will be Barnesville basketball.
And you can see, as you mentioned earlier, the Zeps emphasizing putting the ball in the post to Varhola. That's the second time that they've been able to get the ball to him. This time he could not get the shot to go, but they definitely want to get the ball inside and take advantage of their size and strength in the paint.
If he doesn't have a shot, he's looking on the opposite side, out near the elbow for Barnett. At least that's been the pattern so far. Caldwell in the lane, can't get lose the handle. Nice job there by McPeak to pick up the turnover. Here comes Hunter House for the Zeps. Barnett will shoot the 3, in and out. Rebound coming down, that's McFarland. Works it back outside. Blonde with the basketball. Dylan Blonde. Off to Carpenter. Down on the baseline, McFarland takes a shot that's short. Picked up by McFarland, up and in.
Nice hustle there by McFarland. I mean, when you shoot the ball, you're the first guy to know it's going to be offline, and is able to follow his own miss up and score.
He's got 4 points. Hunter House with the basketball, drives the baseline, now comes back out to the wing. Top of the key, McPeak. McPeak cut off at the elbow. Back to House. House on the wing for the Zeps. 6-2, Rocks with the lead. Here's Barnett at the elbow. Shots up. That's good. 6-4 so far. Both of the big men for the Zeps in the scoring column. And Brody McFarland with 4 points. Oh, here's a bad pass. Nice save.
And did not make the save.
Thought he had it.
Tried to over on the line, but was on the line. No dispute from the Barnesville bench, who Coach Stevens had a pretty good look at it right down the line there. And that is Barnesville's 3rd turnover already, and we're just 4 minutes into the game.
6-4. Rocks lead. McPeak driving, shooting. That shot is blocked by Carpenter. Nice block. Picked up by Blonde. Blonde down the floor. Back across Willis. He gets that 3, and boy, that's a good sign for the Shamrocks right there. 9-4. 5-point lead for Barnesville. 3:35 left in the first. Hunter House with the basketball. House at the elbow. Varhola kicks it back outside. Here comes Barnett into the paint at the elbow. Shots up, no good. Rebound coming down with it. That is Carpenter. Carpenter for the Rocks. Long shot. Willis. Boy, you want to get a man on him, because if he's feeling it, that's a big-time problem.
I believe he had 30-plus against Belair last week. He hit that first one, goes in, and the second one now goes in, and now Willis with a steal.
Willis driving, shooting, and scoring. That's 8 quick points in a row for Riker Willis, 14-4.
That's the first Shenandoah turnover of the game.
Varhola at the elbow, backing his man down.
And he's going to get an offensive foul call there, I believe, on Varhola, as he just lowered the shoulder, went in to McPeak. That's a really nice job by Brody McFarland down there defensively.
You know, and Brody's not a small guy, but that matchup against Varhola, he's like a double wide.
But he's standing his ground in there, and has done a nice job in the early going.
Here's Carpenter missing a shot for the Shamrocks. He was fouled, though.
I think he wanted to kick the ball out of there and then realized how open he was, and then finished this move to the hoop. and we're going to get a Shenandoah timeout.
And that's probably a good one, as all of a sudden, boy, Riker Willis just kind of went off there. A couple of wide open threes, and he drained them, and then a nice 2. So 8 quick points in a row by the Shamrocks, courtesy of Riker Willis. And, you know, with a score like that, like you said early on in the pregame, a lot of it is confidence. Well, right now I think Riker's feeling pretty good.
Well, I agree. And we talked about, you know, the fact both these teams, you know, struggling at times, you know, not able to, having a hard time scoring points. Well, you know, Barnesville's come out and hit their last 3 shots from the floor. They're now 5 of 8 from the floor in the early going. And anytime you can go on the road and hit a good percentage early in the game, as how many times have we talked about the confidence? Well, now a lot of confidence, you know, wearing the green jerseys of the Shamrocks here tonight. I mean, 5 out of 8, that's, you know, I don't have my calculator handy, but that's good.
That is good, no doubt about it. And the Zemba Company's timeout has been completed. Zeps are back out on the floor, no changes in lineup so far. I like kind of what the Zeps are trying to do, but they've gotten the ball down into Varhola, and as you said, Brody McFarland standing his ground. He's not going to throw in the towel just because Varhola gets the ball in the down on the blocks.
And the Zeps are only 2 of 7 from the floor. You know, and the Shamrocks have got a couple offensive rebounds to keep possessions alive. So everything through the first 5.5 minutes has been Barnesville's way.
Carpenter puts the shot up. That's good. It's going to make it 15-4, 2:33 left here in the first quarter. Second shot now for Evan Carpenter. Ball's up. That's good. Junior hit them both. 16-4 now. Here come the Zeps. Hunter House. House drives to the top of the key, now kicks it back out to Varhola. Here's McPeak, shot from the wing, no good. Rebound coming down with it. That's McFarland. Brody McFarland gets the ball back. That's Blonde. Blonde over to Willis. Willis to Blonde to Carpenter. Back outside Blonde, over to Willis again. Willis drives the baseline, ball's up and can't get it to go. Rebound Barnett, here come the Zeps. Slipping the ball down into Varhola is House. Now cutting Barnett, grabs a hold of the ball, can't finish. I'll tell you what, if Braxton Barnett was hitting a few shots tonight, this would be a little closer.
Yes, the difference is, you know, Barnesville has come out hot and Shenandoah cold.
Here's McFarland in the corner, working it down inside. Ball's picked up. Nice steal there. That's Gable. McPeak is going to slow things up. Wise decision. Half court. Now Varhola gets it driving, shooting and missing. Gets his own rebound. Ball rolls off his foot, out of bounds. It will be Shamrock basketball. 16-4, 1:24 left here in the first quarter.
And if you're Coach Miley over there, you're just thinking, man, I just want to think things are starting to go good for us after the Morgan game. Now we come out and just don't shoot the ball at all.
Here's Carpenter from the wing. Shots up and can't get it to go. Farland tips the rebound. Gets it back out. That's Riker Willis. Another 2 for Riker. He's got 10 points, 18-4.
That's 3 offensive rebounds for the Shamrocks, and I think they have gotten second chance points after all those rebounds.
Zone will do that sometimes.
Yes.
Varhola now with the basketball. Oh, stripped from behind by Carpenter. McFarland driving in, knocked out of bounds by Hunter House. It will be Shamrocks basketball. Nice steal that time by Evan Carpenter.
Now that is 3 turnovers now for the Zeps. Shamrocks have 4.
Inbound, knocked out by Barnett. 18-4 is our score. 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. As you said, not the start that Coach Miley wanted. And Willis has the ball knocked out of his hands by McPeak.
Yeah, Shamrocks now will have to inbound the ball at the side, right in front of the Shenandoah bench.
Not much pressure. Zeps stay in that zone. Willis now out on the wing. House has it, finds McFarland, can't get the shot to go. Followed on the weak side by Caldwell, doesn't go. Here comes Barnett down the floor, up and can't get it to go. Rebound, Blonde down the floor for the Rocks, up and no good. Rebound and coming up with it. Let's see, that's a jump ball. Good job by McPeak, smallest man on the floor, slipping underneath and grabbing that basketball.
And that possession error does go with 14 seconds left. That does go Shenandoah's way. Zeps can hold for the last shot if they so desire. And
House bringing the ball up the floor.
And I think they will desire that.
8 seconds. Varhola now. McPeak, top of the key. Puts a shot up, can't get it to go. That's going to do it. The end of the first quarter of play. Decided Barnesville quarter as the Shamrocks run off 18 points to score after one. It's Barnesville 18, Shenandoah 4. Back with more right after this.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
We know parenting is a full-time job, and it can be easy to get caught up in everyday life. The Ohio Children's Trust Fund and our partners are here for you because we all need a little help sometimes. We can connect you with essential resources in your community, everything from parenting support to ideas for self-care. For the love of your family, visit octf.ohio.gov/love to find the support you need.
Welcome back to Sarahsville, Ohio. Bill Castler, Jeff Stevens with you here. High school basketball on WBNV. Barnesville with an 18-4 advantage in that first quarter. Boy, some good shooting by the Shamrocks in quarter number one, particularly by Riker Willis.
Yeah, a couple misses late there. Shamrocks go 7 of 15 from the floor in the quarter. Zeps just 2 of 12.
Got an unlisted player now, number 21 in for Barnesville. Be one of the JVs, I believe.
And I don't have a 21 on my roster. We'll find out who that is here momentarily.
Bobby Thompson with the inbounds for the Rocks. Back to Willis. Willis, top of the key, works it over to Thompson. Willis. McFarland, shots up off the rim, no good. Varhola with the rebound. Here comes Hunter House for Shenandoah. House, top of the key, Varhola. Barnett, pass is tipped by McFarland and picked up by the Rocks. Here comes 21 for Barnesville. Driving, shooting, and scoring, and count it. It's going to be a block on number 15, Trevor Haney, who's checked into the game. No, figured that one out. We're right in the midst of the Barnesville side of the bench, and
yeah, thanks some help there. Dylan Gallagher,
number 21, in for Shamrocks.
We get a Barnesville foul on that loose ball. That'll go on Thompson.
Shots up, and Barnett hits a three. That's some good news for the Zeps. 21-7 now. Ball's tipped out. Here's Barnett with the steal for the Zeps. Barnett driving, shooting, and scoring. 5 quick points for Braxton Barnett, 21-9 now. Gallagher with the basketball now, and let's see, that's going to be a foul on number 3, Blake Leonard. That's first foul on Leonard, and it will be possession to Barnesville out of bounds. Evan Carpenter comes to the sideline to put it in.
He can check back in the game, and Bobby Thompson checks out for the Shamrocks.
21-9, Barnesville with a 12-point lead. Here's Carpenter in the corner, McFarland. McFarland drives into the paint, puts it up. That's a nice drive there by Brody McFarland. 6 points for him on the night so far, 23-9. Here comes Leonard. Leonard at the elbow. Down inside, Varhola's got the basketball, and he's going to pick up a foul as Brody McFarland did not have much of a choice. It was either foul him or give an easy two away to Varhola.
By my count, this will be the first Shenandoah free throw attempts of the night.
Mine as well. That's a miss by Varhola. Still 23-9. Second shot now for Corbin Varhola. Ball's up and got that one. 23-10 now. Here comes Riker Willis for the Shamrocks. Willis out near midcourt. On the sidelines, Gallagher.
And Shenandoah has switched off now, not playing man-to-man.
Driving, shooting, and missing is McPherson with the rebound. Blonde, long shot by Riker Willis. Ball's tipped around. That's an easy two. Barnett trying to save the ball. Tipped it back into McFarland. Easy two for McFarland.
But a couple more offensive rebounds there for Barnesville and extending that possession.
Here's Leonard with the basketball. Leonard drives to the baseline.
We got a whistle away from the ball.
That is...
I think that's going to be on 21 Gallagher. Must have had a little too much hands on a cutter away from the basketball. Zeps will now inbound under their own basket.
25-10 is our score. 15-point lead for the Shamrocks. House with the inbounds to Varhola. Varhola in the paint, driving, shooting, and yeah, he can't get it to go. Rebound, McFarland. Gallagher has it now for Barnesville. Down the floor quickly. That's Carpenter in the corner now. Driving, shooting, and missing is McFarland. Rebound, Barnett for the Zeps. Here comes Shenandoah. Barnett will take the three. Pulls up high off the rim, no good. Coming down with a basketball, that's Blonde. He's fouled by number 11, Hunter House.
And I think we're going to get another timeout here. I think that must be
it's a quick 30-second
Shamrock timeout.
Yes, quick 30-second timeout. Of course, our timeout's brought to you by Zemba Companies. And we thank them for sponsoring our timeouts. I want to thank Allen Hunter State Farm sponsoring our three-point shots tonight.
Yeah, we had a couple of those in the first quarter there by Riker Willis, and one successful one here by Shenandoah in the second quarter.
Braxton Barnett hitting a three.
We'll see that the Zeps, have gone to here in the second quarter to man-to-man, trying to be a little bit more aggressive, and we've seen there where Brody McFarland's been able to put the ball on the floor and get to the rim. Not able to finish a couple of plays, but I'm not sure that Shenandoah really matches up real well against the Shamrocks in the man-to-man.
All right, McFarland with the basketball at the elbow in the corner, long shot. Willis can't find any iron. Balls tipped out. It will be Zeps basketball. Well, might be a case where you want to run maybe a box and one, maybe one man on Willis, but you have to work on those kind of things. Corbin Varhola with the basketball, back to Hunter House now, top of the key. Zeps with the ball, down 25-10. House to the baseline, House. Ball's tipped away and knocked out of bounds by Willis. It will be Zeps basketball.
And we're going to get another timeout. And this will be another 30-second timeout. This one called by the Zeps.
And, of course, all our timeouts brought to you by Zemba Companies. 25-10 is our score, 15-point lead for the Shamrocks.
I'm a little bit surprised, Bill, that neither team has gone to any type of a full court pressure here. They both have been content to play in the half court. Now, again, obviously not being familiar with the personnel, maybe that's just not within their scope of their strengths. But, Shenandoah, down, they may have to go to some type of pressure here as the game wears on. When you're down 15 points midway through the second quarter, sometimes you have to change up on what you'd like to do and do some things that you have to do.
Well, you've made a couple good points. When the Zeps were in zone, Riker Willis was having a night, and all of a sudden they go man, and Brody McFarland. Here's Leonard with the basketball. Down inside, Barnett. Ball's off the backboard. Hard off the iron, does not go down.
Barnes also doing a great job on the boards, controlling them.
Carpenter with a wild shot and can't get it to go. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Zeps basketball.
Carpenter got down in there and left his feet and didn't have anywhere to go, and then just tried to throw it up in the air toward the rim, and it goes out of bounds. So we'll call it a missed shot, but that's same as a turnover.
Well, Braxton Barnett was in the zip code, and boy, he gets up in the air pretty good. Oh, there's a nice shot by Barnett from the baseline. That's another 2 for him. 25-12 now is our score.
Got 9 points here by Barnett for the Zeps.
Willis to Blonde. Blonde out on the wing. Blonde drives down the paint, up and can't get it to go. McFarland fighting for the rebound. Are they going to say he was fouled?
Yeah, Zep foul, and by the signal there by Maya Williams, I believe that will be on the floor out of bounds.
It's going to be on Varhola. That's his second.
And that's 4 fouls in the quarter on Shenandoah, so any more fouling by the Zeps will put the Shamrocks at the line for the remainder of the first half.
Well, that's going to put Varhola on the bench as well. They don't want him to pick up that third foul. Here's McFarland with the basketball, gets it back out now to Riker. Riker out near the top of the key. Now he's going to slow up a little bit, looking for a little help. Good man-to-man here by Barnesville. Here's Blonde, top of the key. Now Willis will throw the 3 up. Can't get it to go. McFarland with another rebound. And long shot by Blonde. This time Barnett pulls down the carom, and here come the Zeps. In the corner. Long shot. That is number 10, Logan Gable. Can't get it to go, and rebound Barnesville. Great job by the Rocks, as you pointed out. Boy, they have just dominated the boards. Here's Riker Willis driving and has the ball knocked out of his hands. Zeps back with it quickly. Down the floor, Barnett's up and in.
Shamrocks have went into a little of a dry spell. They've missed 6 consecutive shots from the floor and missed 8 of their last 9 attempts.
Zeps eating into that lead. It's 25-14. That's an 11-point lead. Caldwell with the basketball now, working back to McFarland. They've got him isolated. Now back to Caldwell. Caldwell from the baseline, can't get it to go. Gable with the rebound, and he works it back out. Here comes Hunter House down the floor for the Zeps.
All of a sudden, there's a lid on the rim down the Shamrock end.
Gable with a long 3, can't get it to go. Might not have been the shot you wanted to take there, but he took it.
Yeah, sometimes that's a 3-pointer that early in the possession might not be exactly what the coach would want.
Blonde beats Barnett down the floor, and Barnett blocks his shot. Picked up by McPherson. He drives in, and that's going to be a basket and a foul on number 10.
Yeah, Brody McFarland doing a nice job
Gable.
there. Getting that ball was blocked initially, and right to McFarland. He goes in and finishes the play inside. He now has 13 points, and he's looking for number 14 at the line.
Ball's up. Got it.
Big 3-point play there. Barnesville, dry spell. They needed a hoop there, and they were able to get it.
28-14. Hunter House drugged the foot. You could just see it from here.
He wanted to throw the ball over on the right wing. It wasn't there, and just drugged the foot, rather than throw the ball, which probably would have been a turnover if he had thrown the ball.
Bobby Thompson back in the lineup now for the Rocks. Here. Oh, lob down inside. That's McPherson driving. It's Thompson now. Thompson works it back inside. McFarland can't get the shot to go, but he was fouled.
He's fouled from behind.
That's Barnett, I think.
That's going to put McFarland at the line for a pair. So they haven't put it up on the board yet.
Boy, Brody McFarland.
And it was on Barnett that was the foul.
That's his second. Ball's up. Can't get it to go. Second shot now for Brody McFarland. Having an excellent first half. Ball's up and got that one. That's 15 points for him so far on the night. Here comes Hunter House. House. Willis almost picks his pocket. Now Gable. Gable back outside House.
The Shamrock half-court man-to-man defense has been very good so far tonight.
Picking the ball, House driving down into the paint, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down. McFarland works it back across to Caldwell, and they're going to say he stepped on the baseline as he fumbled the pass.
That's now 7 turnovers for the Shamrocks, even with a 15-point lead. I know that Coach Shane Stevens cannot be happy with that number of turnovers here against a team that is not pressing you.
Gable with the basketball. Gable to the elbow. Gets a
yes.
A lot of contact.
I knew there had to be something there. He either was fouled or he traveled.
Traveling is the call on Gable. So.
And I think that's a case right there of the Zeps trying to force their way into the lane that was not open. It was not a good option.
Here's Willis with the basketball. Willis, top of the key. Willis loses the handle. Picked up by Gable. Gable down the floor, up, and that's going to be on McFarland.
And that should be a shooting foul. We'll see what they call. The foul's going to be on McFarland.
Brody McFarland tried to get some position on Logan Gable.
And it will be a shooting foul, so Gable will go to the line.
Second foul on McFarland.
A couple of subs ready to come in. They're one for each team here for the last 39 seconds of the second quarter.
Gable misses first shot.
And Barnesville's going to get McFarland off the floor here for the final 39 seconds with his 2 fouls.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
and Barnett's coming off too, so he's got 2 fouls.
He has 2 fouls.
Well.
Yeah, you don't want somebody picking up a third foul here in the last possession.
McPeak's in for him. Rebound comes down.
Pair of misses by Gable at the foul line.
Blon with the basketball for the Rocks. Blon at the elbow. Looking for some help. Finds Willis. Willis out on the wing. Willis, and that's going to be on Hunter House.
That's a little bit too much. Little arm bar against the dribbler, and that's also Shenandoah's 5th foul of the quarter, so that's going to put Riker Willis at the line for 2 shots with 24 seconds left.
Not the guy you want on the line if you're Shenandoah. Ball's up and can't get it to go. Second shot now for Willis.
Willis had those 8 quick points with a couple of 3s and a 2 in the first quarter. Just 1 hoop since. Now gets that free throw to go in. He now has 11.
Come the Zeps, Hunter House. House directing traffic, works it down. Varhola's in, tries to throw a skip pass, picked up by Blon for the Rocks, picked back by McPeak, and that's going to be on number 5, Carpenter.
And that's not a good foul in the backcourt with 9 seconds left by Barnesville, because that is now going to put Shenandoah at the foul line with a chance to score.
Tage McPeak.
First foul on Carpenter, but again, not a good foul.
30-14 is our score. 9.7 seconds left here. Ball's up, and McPeak gets the roll.
That is McPeak's first point of the night. He now has 2 as he has hit both free throws. Good. 9 seconds. Good. Shamrock's last shot.
Ball's tipped away. They get it down to Thompson. Thompson, that's tied up. And Varhola ties up Bobby Thompson. So that's going to give, with 4 seconds left, that's going to give the Zeps the basketball here. McPeak going to take that long shot, and ball falls short. That's going to do at the end of the first half of play. Wow. Some hot shooting there early in the first quarter for the Shamrocks. Halftime score, Barnesville 30, Shenandoah 16. We'll take a break. Back with more from Shenandoah High School right after this.
Hey, you know, Center Drive-Through corner Route 78 and 147 can accommodate small or larger vehicles. Andrea is still selling all kinds of basic supplies you'd need, like milk, bread, pop, cold adult beverages, as well as tobacco and lottery tickets. But now she's also stocking fresh baked goods, deli subs, lunch meats, and cheeses, as well as locally raised beef items. Stop in Monday through Thursday, 6:30 to 8, Friday, 6:30 to 9, and Saturdays, 9 to 9. Center Drive-Through corner Route 78 147, right between Caldwell and Sayersville.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school basketball. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, seasonal home, garage, farm equipment, Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website at patronsbuckeye.com.
Hi, Mark Kelly here with Vicon Services, wishing all the local teams good luck as they dribble their way down the courts to a successful and exciting basketball season. As you're stepping back for that three-point shot in the fourth, we can be in the background helping plan your projects for that first period, getting your business ready for that big project win in 2026. With that, have a safe and competitive season, and remember, Vicon Services as your sole source for commercial and industrial construction projects.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
At Abels, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades. We do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Abels.
Golden Oak Hardware, right on the square in Caldwell, is your hometown destination for quality tools, hardware, and friendly service. We proudly carry steel power equipment and Milwaukee tools to help you get every job done right, whether you're working around the house, farm, or job site. Stop by today or call us at 740-305-5040 for dependable products and expert advice you can trust. Best of luck to the Noble County basketball teams. We are pulling for you.
Looking for adventure? Check out the 2022 Ford Bronco 4-door Badlands at Doane Ford. This rugged ride is built to take you anywhere with just 18,000 miles and a soft top perfect for open-air freedom. Equipped for both off-road thrills and everyday comfort, this Bronco is ready for whatever the road brings. Don't wait. Vehicles like this don't stay long. Visit Doane Ford today and take the 2022 Bronco Badlands for a spin. Your next adventure starts here.
When life feels heavy, you shouldn't have to wait for help. At Allwell's Walk In Now, Guernsey County's Behavioral Health Urgent Care, support is ready right when you are. No appointments, no hassle. Just walk into our office at 831 Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and get fast, compassionate care. Allwell's Walk In Now, because the best time to feel better is now. Be well, stay well, all well.
You're listening to high school basketball on 93 BNV, WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
And we're back, Shenandoah High School. Halftime score is Barnesville 30 and the Shenandoah Zeps 16. Boy, game started off interesting, but Barnesville, quick hot streak by Riker Willis. Went off for 10 quick points in a row. And other than that, it's been he and Brody McFarland, and they've dominated this game, particularly, as you said, on the boards, Jeff. They've just done a great job rebounding the basketball, second chance points, and right now they're ahead by 14 at the half.
Well, the Shamrocks came out shooting the ball well. You mentioned a couple of threes there by Riker Willis, but the Shamrocks hit 7 of their first 12 shots from the floor. Then they cooled considerably. Since then, they've hit just 4 of their next 18. But they still, even with a poor shooting second quarter and 6 turnovers by the Shamrocks in the second quarter, it was still an even quarter, 14 points apiece. So, we see that, the Shamrocks back out on the floor. Coach Stevens didn't keep them in there very long at halftime and out and get some more shots. Where Shenandoah just not shooting the ball well. And a big key so far, Barnesville has 8 offensive rebounds that have extended possessions, and the Zeps have no offensive rebounds by my count.
Good job on the boards defensively by the Rocks, and a good job on the boards offensively by the Shamrocks. And they've got a nice lead. Hey, let's not forget about thanking our sponsors here. They're a big part of the reason we're here tonight. We enjoy covering high school basketball. Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, patrons of Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan, Sioux Snowed State Farm, Golden Oak Hardware, Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, West 40 Auto Sales, Ohio Children's Trust Fund, Bicon Services, and Center Drive-Thru. Without these sponsors, we could not be here tonight. Also want to thank Zemba Companies for sponsoring our timeouts, Allen Hunter State Farm for sponsoring our three-point shots tonight, and of course, checking our score one more time. It is Barnesville 30, Shenandoah 16. That, of course, is our Southeastern Ohio Credit Union scoreboard. Zeps coming back out on the floor. Jeff, you're in there at halftime. You're Coach Miley. What are you telling your team?
Well, you just have to establish yourself offensively. You've had trouble scoring. You're only averaging about 40 points a game for the year. You're coming off a decent offensive game in your most recent outing, but only 16 points. You've just got kids. We've got to just keep plugging along. We've had some good shots that just have not gone in. Barnesville has done a nice job, defensively. I have the Zeps just 6 of 23 from the floor and just 1 of 4 from three-point range. And, 6 of 23, that's about 25%, and that's not going to keep you in very many games.
No doubt about it. That is a pretty tough shooting percentage.
I was going to say that, the Zeps have only turned the ball over 6 times, which is not a bad total. Barnesville has 10, but the big difference to me, Barnesville's got a 21 to scoring. They've got to be able to find some additional scoring options here as the year goes. When you're near the halfway point, and you got to up the offense. You can't compete if you're scoring 40 points a game.
Well, as far as Barnesville goes, I mean, you've found a couple guys that have Riker Willis and Brody McFarland are having some good games. You want to keep going to the well as long as they're scoring points. You go back.
Well, Riker Willis had 8 of those points, and might have even been 3 consecutive possessions. He had 2 threes and a 2 for 8 points there in the first quarter.
When the Zeps were in the zone, and he really took advantage. Got to give them credit.
But then when the Zeps went man-to-man, that's when McFarland really started to assert himself on the offensive boards and was able to get into the point. And I'm not sure the breakdown there, but a big number of McFarland's points, came there in the. He had 11 of his 15 points in the second quarter.
When they went man-to-man. So Zeps come back out on the floor with their original starting lineup. No real big foul troubles. 2 for Barnett, 2 for Varhola. And I think
Barnesville, I think McFarland has 2. That might be the only Shamrock that is even close to foul trouble. Both teams, it looks like, back to their starting lineups.
Also, Gable has 2. So, yeah. And McFarland, as you said correctly, 2 fouls.
So we'll see what adjustments were made. If the Zeps maybe try to work the ball inside a little bit more. Shamrocks have the ball to start period number 3.
Here's Riker Willis. Hunter House out on him. Underway here in the third. McFarland cutting as Blonde back outside. Long shot, that is. Carpenter can't get it to go, and that's going to be on McFarland as he got on the back of Logan Gable.
Yeah, good box out on the backside there by Gable. Little set play by Barnesville. Little Gable. Little set play by Barnesville. Little back cut there by Blonde, but he was not able to get a shot off. Kicked it outside. So what the Zeps do on their first possession.
You had to figure Coach Miley was going to give him a talking to about their rebounding. Here's Varhola with the basketball on the turning, spinning, and shooting as Barnett with the ball on the baseline. Can't get it to go. Rebound inside. That's Gable, 2 for him.
And that's
first 2 of the game.
And that's going to be, I believe, Shenandoah's first offensive rebound of the night.
Nice job there by Logan Gable. House out on Willis. Working it down inside now. Back to great pass. Nice look. Caldwell finding Brody McFarland wide open.
Nice job there, Aiden Caldwell.
Tage McPeak with the basketball. McPeak gets it out the house. Shot by Gable. Can't get it to go. Rebound scooped up by Riker Willis. Here come the Rocks. Willis down the floor in the corner. Caldwell takes a look at it, and Varhola knocks it off. No, knocks it out of bounds. It will be Rocks basketball.
Yeah, the big man Varhola going out, putting some pressure on Caldwell on the perimeter.
Here's Willis with the basketball for Barnesville. Riker Willis works it back. Farland down the lane, up and can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. Gable comes out with it for Shenandoah. Gable in the lane, turning, spinning, shooting, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. Blonde comes up with it for Barnesville.
Both teams coming out a little cold here in the third quarter.
McFarland driving in the corner. Long shot, Carpenter in and out. Another offensive rebound. Blonde picks it up. Carpenter with another shot. Ball's up. This one, Barnett corrals for the Zeps. Another rebound on the offensive glass for Barnesville. Varhola on the baseline with the basketball. Varhola gets his man up, shooting and can't get it to go.
He's going to draw a foul. He'll get 2 at the line.
It's going to be 3 on McFarland. That could change things a little bit.
Well, the board now signals 4 on McFarland.
Did he pick one up quickly that I missed? Oh,
yes.
And
down there, yes.
Up. Varhola puts it in. That could change the complexion of this basketball game.
Yeah, the foul was on McFarland down there on the early possession on the rebound.
Cole Atkinson comes in, but that's 4 fouls on Brody McFarland. First shot by Varhola is up and in.
That first action of the night in the varsity game by Atkinson, the sophomore, and a pair of free throws there. So we'll keep an eye on that. 6 minutes left in the quarter. The Zeps have cut it down to 12, so McFarland will have to sit the remainder of the quarter.
Willis now works it off. There's a miss by Atkinson, picked up by Hunter House for the Zeps. 32-20, House in the lane, looking for some help. Throws up a shot, puts it down.
And now the Zeps are back to within 10.
Here's Willis. Willis. Oh, throws a pass. Nice save there by Caldwell.
And Barnesville.
30-second timeout.
Coach Stevens sensing that his team was in trouble in the corner there. He's going to save the possession with a 30-second timeout.
Boy, great Zemba Brothers timeout by Coach Stevens as Shenandoah had a double team. What do you do now? Brody McFarland's having a great night, and all of a sudden he picks up 2 quick fouls. He's on the bench, and he'll probably be out for the balance of this third quarter, I'd say.
I'm certain he'll be out the remainder of the third quarter, and then depending on the situation of the game, whether the Shamrocks try to hold him to start the fourth quarter or not. But the score will dictate that. But I think Shenandoah really needs now to look at taking advantage. McFarland is the really only big kid Barnesville has. Atkinson's a sophomore in there, but I would look for them to try to get inside to Varhola and try to take advantage of Barnesville's inexperience in the paint.
And Barnett as well.
Yes. But Shamrocks could use a hoop right now.
Willis to Blonde. Blonde on the sideline. Blonde now drives to the elbow, back outside. Here's Carpenter. Carpenter in the corner. Atkinson kicks it back out to Willis. Willis fighting Hunter House, and that will be a foul on Hunter House.
Yeah, a little too much hands out front there by the Zeps. House is, trying to pressure Willis, but a little too much.
That's his second. Carpenter with the inbounds. Back to Riker Willis. Willis to Carpenter. Carpenter on the wing now. McPeak's on him. Inside, Varhola picks the pass off. Here come the Zeps quickly.
Not a good pass.
House kicks it back out to McPeak. In the corner, long shot. That is number 15, Trevor Haney. Can't get it to go. Here comes Willis for the Rocks. Willis, top of the key. Works it back over to Caldwell. Caldwell on the wing. Caldwell has the ball knocked away by Haney. Caldwell. Back now to Carpenter. Carpenter. Caldwell and
a little contact. That's a tough foul right there on the Zeps. It's going to go on Haney. A little body against the Shamrock who got the loose ball and it caused him to lose balance, and that probably needs to be called.
It does. A little bit of a loose ball situation there, although Barnesville had pretty good control of it.
Shamrock showing a little patience offensively here now the last couple of possessions.
32-22, 4:17 left here in the third quarter. Here's a steal by McPeak. McPeak up the floor, driving, shooting, can't get it to go. Boy, that had gone off if he could have made that one. 32-22, 4:09 left here now, but McPeak to the line. He'll have an opportunity to cut into a 10-point lead.
I think that patience Barnesville is showing offensively is really working against them right now. A nice steal in that possession there by McPeak.
Well, and they're relying a lot on the ball handling ability of Riker Willis, and he's a good ball handler, but boy.
Well, that time McPeak just kind of came from behind, and Willis had no idea he was there.
Picked his pocket. First shot by McPeak is missed. Second shot is up and good. It's going to make it 32-23, 9-point lead.
That's the first time the Zeps have had it back under 10 in quite some time.
Here's Blond. Blond driving around his man. Varhola scoring. Boy, Rocks needed that one in a big way. Nice bucket there, and it's Dylan Blond's first 2 points of the night.
I was about to mention that myself. There are no points there and a nice drive to the hoop.
House in the lane. Back outside. McPeak will take the three. Oh, it can't go. Flying in to try to grab that rebound was Haney. Couldn't get it.
And loses it out of bounds. So now Shamrocks 3:39 left, third quarter. They've got that lead back to 11, and Coach Miley is going to spend a timeout.
Zemba Brothers timeout. And with that timeout, we'll take one as well. The score, Barnesville 34, Shenandoah 23. You're listening to high school basketball on WBNV.
Protect what matters most with Sue Snowd, State Farm Agent in Caldwell, Ohio. With over 30 years of experience serving Noble County, Sue and her team offer personalized coverage for auto, home, life, health, renters, and business insurance. Conveniently located on East Street, they're here to help you plan for the unexpected. Call 740-732-2786 today for a free quote, or stop by the office. Like a good neighbor, Sue Snowd is there, ready to serve your insurance needs with care and confidence.
We're back, Shenandoah High School. Barnesville with a 34-23 lead.
Yeah, just a 4-point quarter thus far for the Shamrocks here in the third, but they kind of maybe was able to withstand the little Shenandoah run. Zeps just with 7 points in the quarter, so they did get the lead down to 9, but Shamrocks have kicked it back up to 11.
Brody McFarland, who has 17 points on the bench right now for the Shamrocks with 4 fouls. Picked up 2 quick ones in a row.
Well, and if the Shamrocks can maintain this double-digit lead with him on the bench, that's going to work to their advantage in the fourth quarter, obviously.
Here's Blond with the basketball. Blond kicks it back outside. Willis at the foul line. Ball's up. That's 2.
That's 2 field goals in a row now by the Shamrocks, one by Blond, one by Willis, to kind of take the momentum away from the Zeps.
36-23. Varhola with the basketball. Inside now, working in the paint. Back outside. Hunter House.
I tell you, nice job there by Atkinson. Did not give any ground.
House.
And that time Atkinson with a little too much pressure on the switch, and it will pick up a foul. Well,
I think it's only his first.
I'm kind of watching Coach Miley on the side here. I think he's not real happy with Varhola for passing the ball back out on that last possession.
Inbounds by Hunter House. Barnett. Now they work it back out. Varhola's got it. Varhola kicks it back outside. Barnett for three. Off the rim, no good. Chased down by McPeak. He'll shoot the three. Hey, that's an Allen Hunter State Farm three for Tage McPeak, and that's a big bucket right there. Breaks a dry spell for the Zeps.
I think that may only be the Zeps' second three-pointer of the night.
It is, I think. Blonde with a basketball. Blonde. Barnett's on him now. Oh.
What's the call? I thought the official was starting to call an illegal screen on Aiden Caldwell, but I think kind of midstream he decided to change that call to a Shenandoah foul against Braxton Barnett.
That's three on Braxton. So something to keep an eye on there.
Dylan Gallagher's checked back in here for the Shamrocks also here in third quarter.
Riker Willis with the basketball. Willis works it over to Blonde. No, kick back to Willis. Now Gallagher's got it. Gallagher down the lane. Long shot by Caldwell. Can't get it to go. Rebound underneath. Atkinson loses his footing. It's going to be a foul on Corbin Varhola, I think.
And I think that will be a foul on the floor and will be Barnesville ball out of bounds underneath.
That is on Varhola. That's his third. Gallagher with the inbounds. Willis. Caldwell. Back to Willis now. Willis out near midcourt. Haney's working on Willis. Gallagher. Gallagher top of the key to Blonde. Blonde top of the key. Works it back Willis. He'll take the shot from the elbow. That's good. Nice looking shot by Riker Willis.
A couple 2-pointers in a row there by Willis. He now has 15. And it leads back to 12.
Varhola now down low. Turning, spinning, and it's going to be on Atkinson, I think.
Could be on Aiden Caldwell. Nope, it's going to be on Atkinson. Atkinson trying to hold his ground in there, but when Varhola puts his shoulder down and forces his way in there, it's tough to maintain your stance defensively.
Well, Atkinson, I give him credit. He's trying to be physical. Shots up, and a nice one by the senior Corbin Varhola.
1:42 left in the third quarter. Varhola's second free throw here could cut the lead back to 10, and it misses.
Rebound, Dylan Blonde. Here come the Rocks. Blonde, top of the key, works it back to Willis. Willis will set the offense. Willis looking for Gallagher. Gallagher loses the handle now. He picks it up. Gallagher now down the lane. That was a good job there, Braxton Barnett, and I agree. The Barnesville fans are upset. They think that was off Barnett.
The officials are going to talk, and it's going to stay Shenandoah ball. I think the outside official, Maya Williams, going in and asking Jeff Leffler, are you sure? But felt that he had the best view of it. It is a turnover for the Shamrocks.
Long shot by Hunter House. That's three. Allen Hunter, State Farm three for Hunter House.
And that cuts the Shamrock lead to 8.
Blonde. Back, Gallagher. Gallagher at the elbow, back to Willis. He's the go-to now. He's having a great game tonight. Willis, top of the key. Back now to Blonde. Blonde at the elbow. Kicks it off to Caldwell. Caldwell on the wing. Shooting and missing. Rebound, Haney. Haney comes down with it. Gets it over to Hunter House. House with the basketball. House down the lane. He's fouled. Let's see.
Yeah, he drew the foul. That's going to give the Zeps a chance to cut into this lead even more so.
39 seconds left here in the Hunter House.
Hunter House hit the floor pretty hard.
Rubbing his shoulder, rubbing his backside a little bit. He did hit hard, but he's going right to the foul line.
The foul was on Willis, his second. And the Zeps are taking advantage of some opportunities at the foul line here in the third quarter.
Ball's up, no good. House with 5 points. Zeps trying to cut it to 7 here. Got the second one.
Zeps doing enough just to hang around here. Third quarter coming to a close.
Boy, I'll tell you what, you cut it under 10, you feel like you've got a chance. Here's Willis. Willis out near midcourt. Willis working on Hunter House. Willis will take the shot. Can't get it to go. Ball falls out of bounds.
That's really a forced shot there with 25 seconds on the clock. I do believe the Shamrocks could have got a better shot than that to close the quarter. Now that gives Shenandoah a chance to cut into the 7-point deficit, and it will be Shenandoah's ball to start the fourth quarter, barring a held ball here in the remainder of the quarter.
House with the ball to Varhola. Varhola working on, and he got it! Oh boy. That's going to be a foul on number 42, Cole Atkinson. That's his third.
That's a move I really thought the Zeps would try to do more so here in the third quarter with Barnesville, with McFarland on the bench. That's a huge 3-point play there that made free throw. It's now a 4-point game.
38-34, boy. Brody McFarland on the bench. Rocks would like to see him out on the floor. Here's Willis. Willis at the top of the key. Willis turning, shooting, can't get it to go. Rebound Haney for the Zeps. 0.3 seconds left, and that's going to do it. The end of the third quarter of play. Jeff Stevens, we've got a ball game. Score after 3, it's Barnesville 38, Shenandoah 34. We'll take a break. Back with more right after this.
I was sitting in my car, and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood, and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio, I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door, and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Welcome back. Shenandoah clawing their way back into this basketball game. And back out on the floor for Barnesville, Brody McFarland. 17 points, but 4 fouls. Varhola with the basketball, turning, spinning, shooting, and scoring.
Also a key, Bill, in the third quarter. Shenandoah had no turnovers in the third quarter.
38-36 now. Barnesville with the basketball. Blonde takes a look at it, gets it back over. McFarland down underneath. Carpenter missed the shot. Rebound on the ground. Scramble for it, and let's see.
Well, we have 2 whistles. Mike Potts has a foul. Jeff Leffler was awarding a timeout to the Shamrocks, and I believe the foul occurred prior to the timeout signal.
Coach Stevens isn't saying much. Coach Miley's over here. He doesn't like the call at all.
Well, and you mentioned there that Brody McFarland back on the floor. To me, if McFarland can stay on the floor the majority of the fourth quarter, Barnesville has a chance to win the game. If he fouls out, the Shamrocks will be in trouble.
Willis driving, shooting, and missing. And let's see, there's a whistle. It's going to be
a little bit of a late whistle, it would appear.
That's going to be on McPeak.
Again, Riker Willis may have gotten bailed out there on a questionable drive to the hoop by the foul call, but he'll now have 2 shots.
Ball's up, that's good.
After the Zeps had cut it down to a 2-point game.
Still a 1-possession game here.
Oh, we have a long way to go.
Ball's up, and he got them both. Boy, you don't give a shooter like Riker Willis shots from the free throw line.
That's now 17 points for Willis.
Hunter House with the basketball. Zeps have it 7:10 left now here in the fourth quarter.
And you'll notice Barnesville has switched off and McFarland is not guarding Varhola inside.
Here's McPeak, shot for three, can't get it to go. Barnett snatches the rebound. Varhola takes a look at it, drives into the paint. Over to McPeak, ball's up, can't get it to go. Blonde's got the basketball. They're going to say he traveled. Oh, they're going to give that ball to Shenandoah. Boy, I thought McPeak got away with a reach that time.
But as I started to point out there, Bill, Varhola inside, the postman for Shenandoah, is now being guarded by Dylan Blonde. Much shorter, but you cannot afford McFarland guarding him inside.
That's a mismatch. McPeak for three. No good. Rebound. Willis directing traffic. Here come the Rocks. 40-36. 6:44 left in the fourth quarter. Here's McFarland. McFarland out near the top of the key. Lobs it inside. Haney knocks that pass away, and here comes McPeak for the Zeps.
Not a good passing decision there by the Shamrocks.
House with the basketball out near midcourt now, directing traffic. Barnett to Varhola. Varhola in the paint. Varhola with Blonde on him, and that's going to be on Blonde.
Yeah, Blonde's only 5'10". He's giving away a lot of height and a lot of weight inside.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, everybody that's been on Varhola is playing him physically. That's, I think that's, is that the first foul? That's the first foul on Dylan Blonde.
That's asking a lot out of one of your perimeter players to go inside and guard a post man.
And bad news here for Shamrocks fans, Varhola's starting to find the range on the free throw line.
That's now 12 points for Varhola in the game. Zeps trailing by 3. 6:20 left in the ball game.
Second shot by Varhola, 2-point lead.
What a great advantage it is to have a postman that's capable of knocking down foul shots. And
Willis up the floor now. Rocks need some offense. Willis, he'll take the shot from the elbow. No good. Rebound fought for. Blonde comes down with it. Carpenter. Willis in the lane, shooting and missing, but he's fouled. That'll be on Haney.
According to the board, they call that on Barnett, and that is Braxton Barnett's fourth foul.
Ball's up, got it. Well, I didn't see Barnett in the zip code, but I could be wrong.
Three in a row now at the line by Riker Willis. The substitution there, Blake Leonard back in for the Zeps, and
McPeak
goes out.
He's hit 4 in a row. Those are big shots.
And that kicks the lead back up to 4.
Hunter House. Varhola.
The Shamrocks are now playing some zone.
In the corner. Working it to Varhola in the lane, and he loses his footing. Picked up by Leonard. Ball's off the rim. No good. Rebound fought for. McPherson had it and dropped it out of bounds. Or McFarland, excuse me. McFarland had it. Dropped it out of bounds. It's going to be Zeps' ball. Boy, Shamrocks had a couple guys fighting for that basketball.
That's now 15 turnovers on Barnesville.
42-38, 4-point lead for the Rock. Oh, it's a bad pass.
But that's not backcourt.
It isn't.
No, it's not backcourt. The Barnesville people are going nuts here, but that is not backcourt because the pass was off the out-of-bounds play. That's completely legal.
Leonard with the inbounds for the Zeps.
No, but that is definitely not backcourt.
That's going to be the third foul on Riker Willis. So foul trouble across the board for both teams now.
Yeah, again for Barnesville, Barnett will have to stay on the floor also here.
Haney to Leonard. Leonard back to House. House, top of the key. Leonard, he'll take the three. Yes! Allen Hunter State Farm 3, that's a big one. Right?
And we have a 1-point game. Shamrocks 42-41. 5 minutes left in this ball game.
In the corner, long shot. Oh, in and out. Here comes Braxton Barnett down the floor, driving, shooting, and missing. Barnett after the rebound, can't get it. Picked up, that's McFarland. McFarland up the floor. He'll slow things up now. In the corner, Caldwell. Back to McFarland. Boy, he stabilized things for Barnesville here. 42-41, 1 point lead here now for the Rocks. Here's Willis to Caldwell at the elbow. McFarland, he'll turn and shoot. Off the rim, no good.
Not a good shot.
Barnett up to Leonard now. Leonard, oh, looking for Varhola. That ball's tipped away. McFarland with the tip. Willis. Carpenter driving into the lane, balls up, and he was fouled.
And driving to the hoop, Evan Carpenter will get 2 shots. And that is on Leonard.
That's his second.
His second.
So not a big problem, but these are big shots here for Evan Carpenter. Got the roll. That's a nice shot. 43-41.
And that also, Bill, was the 4th team foul on Shenandoah with 4:15 left in the game.
The second one he drains. That's going to make it 44-41.
And the Shamrocks have hit 6 of 6 at the line here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, I'll tell you what, and the Zeps, got to give them credit for clawing back, but getting over the top is hard sometimes.
Sometimes so much energy to get back in it.
Here's Leonard for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, fought for. Coming down with it, Caldwell for Barnesville. McFarland gets it back over now. Dylan Blond with it. Blond. Carpenter takes a look, drives the baseline, kicks it out. Varhola picks that pass off. Nice job there by Corbin Varhola.
And we've got a technical foul on the Shamrocks.
Who's it on?
I believe on one of the players. I think, well,
it's going to be on Carpenter, maybe?
I believe it was on Evan Carpenter.
Yeah, I think so. He wasn't happy with he thought he was fouled, I think.
He was unhappy with a no call, but you cannot afford to do that if Barnesville. You cannot put.
Okay, they're going to put number 3, Blake Leonard, on the line. No good. Blake Leonard, a junior. Going to get another one here. Zeps will get possession after this.
Oh,
and he missed them both.
Leonard misses them both. 2 big misses there by Blake Leonard.
Boy, I might have put Varhola on the line. He's been draining them.
We don't have the stats for the year in front of us.
And you know that if you're Barnesville and you got in situation, you want Riker Willis to shoot him.
But now Barnesville, back in this 2-3 zone as they've been here in the 4th quarter. Shamrocks leading by 3.
House to Haney. In the corner, Barnett. Barnett driving the baseline. Can't get the little shot to go. Varhola for 3. No good. Great job there by Brody McFarland chasing that rebound down. Rocks have it. 44-41. 3:14 left in the ball game.
Zeps have gone cold here in the 4th quarter from the floor.
McFarland back to Caldwell. Caldwell down the lane, up and can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. Gallagher tried to sneak in and grab that rebound. It was knocked out of bounds by Leonard. It will be Rocks basketball.
Of course, the Shamrocks have not made a successful field goal here yet in the quarter. 6 points in the quarter, all at the free throw line. McPeak back in for the Zeps. Shamrocks under their own basket, the inbound.
Gallagher with the inbound, looking for some help. Guns it outside. McPeak after. Nice job there by Willis to pull that ball in. Willis. McPeak's all over him. McPeak knocks the ball away, and let's see.
That's going to be a lot of contact there, and they're going to get McPeak for the foul, and that's going to put Riker Willis at the foul line.
Just the man you don't want on the line.
2 shots the rest of the way for Barnesville. And as I said, Shamrocks do not have a field goal here in the 4th quarter with 2:51 left. And they are 6 of 6 at the line.
So far, Riker Willis is 5 of 6 for the game from the free throw line. Missed his first attempt, has hit his last 5, including 4 here in this 4th quarter. Ball's up. He is money.
That's now a 20-point night for Riker Willis.
Willis, second shot coming up. 45-41. It's now a 2-possession game. Got them both. Those are big shots by the senior. Here comes Hunter House. Works it back across to Haney, back to House. House, top of the key. House to Haney on the wing. McPeak in the corner. Back out top, House. House to Haney. In the corner, McPeak for three. That's going to be short. Rebound comes down, picked up by McFarland. I'll tell you what, McFarland hasn't scored, but he has picked up a bunch of rebounds here in this fourth quarter. Oh. Riker Willis drives and throws the ball off in the corner. Gallagher saves it. Caldwell with the ball. Caldwell. McPeak knocks the ball away. Gallagher picks it up and whistle.
I think Coach Stevens got a timeout there because Dylan Gallagher was in the corner and was pressured and had nowhere to go. So that saves the possession.
2:03. We'll keep it right here. Fourth quarter action. 46-41. 5-point lead here for the Shamrocks as they continue to maintain a lead. Boy, it's been tight. Up and down here in this fourth quarter.
Well,
Zeps cut it to 2 at one point.
Yep, Barnesville has asserted herself back on the boards. I have them for 8 rebounds. The Shenandoah's 4 here. The Shenandoah is not shooting the ball well. I have the Zeps 2 of 11 from the floor here in the fourth quarter after they'd cut the lead down to 4 at the end of the quarter and had gotten it to 2 and might have even had it to 1. But they've just come up cold now and have missed their last 5 shots from the floor.
Well, that includes that technical foul, and boy, Blake Leonard, he's just got to be, he missed both ends of that. And
Zep's not able to take advantage of an opportunity.
Just like we said,
well,
you spend all that time climbing the mountain and you just can't get over the top.
For the game here, I only have Barnesville with 2 missed foul shots. And I have Shenandoah with 8 missed foul shots. An advantage to Barnesville, too. They now get to inbound the ball from the sideline as opposed to the corner. A little bit of a rule change here recently in high school basketball.
Here's House on Willis. Willis loses the handle, but I think that was House reaching in.
And Riker Willis is going back to the foul line.
Boy, exactly if you are Shenandoah, you don't want to see Riker Willis at the foul line. Fourth quarter, he's 6 for 6.
The foul was on.
It's a House.
I think they gave it to McPeak in his third.
He might have reached in from the side there.
But Riker Willis knocks down the first free throw. And the second one.
Got them both. Boy, he is just.
That's 8 for 8 in the quarter by Riker Willis, 10 for 10 for the Shamrocks. And the lead's now back to 7.
In the corner. Barnett will take the 3. High off the rim, no good. Rebound, Blonde for the Shamrocks.
And the Shamrocks are back. Shamrocks are back in control.
Willis. House is out on him, and that's going to be a reach on House.
And I'm not sure that you really want to do that if you're the Zeps. I know it's getting late. That'll be the third foul on Hunter House, but that's going to put Riker Willis back to the foul line yet again.
Like I said, just the man you don't. If you're Shenandoah, you want Corbin Varhola taking him. He's had a great night from the free throw line. Riker Willis has been unconscious in this fourth quarter. Makes another one. We can't even announce or jinx him. It's been amazing. Second shot here now for Willis. Got them both, boy.
And is that 10 for 10?
Yes.
In the quarter. Timeout Shenandoah.
Yeah, we'll keep it right here. 1:36 left. It's 50-41. And if I'm Coach Chad Miley, note to everybody, don't foul number 2.
But guess who's going to have the ball in their hands from the Barnesville standpoint?
No doubt.
As I said, Barnesville has not made a field goal in the fourth quarter. They're 0 for 5 from the floor, but they are now 12 of 12 at the free throw line in the fourth quarter.
And the Zeps have 5 points from the field. A 3 by Blake Leonard and a 2 from Corbin Varhola.
Just a rough counter. I have Barnesville 18 of 20 at the foul line for the game.
Well, and when you're 10 for 10 in one quarter, and 11 for 12 in the game.
I don't have a calculator with me, Bill, but 18 for 20 is good.
That's a good percentage. My math is not strong, but I think you're right.
And now the problem for the Zeps are they're going to have to crank up some shots from the perimeter and get back 3 at a time. That kind of takes Varhola out of the mix for the Zeps.
Another thing we haven't mentioned here is that Brody McFarland has been able to stay in the game.
I think somebody said if he stayed on the floor the majority of the fourth quarter, the Shamrocks could win.
Yes, and I think that was you. So I'm going to give you some credit for that. Here's Hunter House for 3, high off the rim. Blonde's got the rebound. He's come down with a number of key rebounds tonight.
For a 5'10" kid, he's done a great job in there.
Caldwell, McFarland driving, shooting, and missing. Boy, I thought he had that one. Caldwell scoops up the rebound, knocked out of his hands by Varhola. Here come the Zeps. House. McPeak looks at a 3, can't find an opening. Barnett for 3, high off the rim, no good. McPeak sneaks in, steals it. Hunter House for 3, no good. Rebound McFarland. Up the floor, Gallagher, and he brings it back. That is very
move.
Smart.
With 45 seconds left, the Shamrocks now going to play keep away.
McFarland on the sideline, and that's going to be on McPeak. Checking into the lineup, number 2, Axton Miley, another freshman guard.
We saw him knock down some three-pointers in the JV game, which, by the way, Barnesville was a winner in the JV game by a score of 45-37. I know some people are interested in that. I always write the score down, and I almost always forget to mention it.
Well, you remembered tonight. Plus, you made the call on Brody McFarland. You're 2 for 2.
And there's a missed foul shot by Barnesville.
That's Gallagher missing that shot.
But with 39 seconds left, it doesn't really matter.
Ball kicks out. Gallagher comes in and scoops it up.
Gets his own rebound off his own missed foul shot.
That's huge.
And now we're down to 36 seconds left. 9-point Barnesville lead, and some of the Zep fans are starting to head for the doors.
Gallagher with the inbounds, works it into McFarland. Knocked away by Varhola, picked up by Caldwell, tied up.
And again, Shamrocks had a timeout left, and they're able to get that as there was a scramble on the floor.
If they even called it a jump ball, possession error would go to Barnesville.
Yeah, but I think Barnesville did get a timeout. So again, the timeout time is on the clock instead. I think we're less than 30 seconds left, and a 9-point Barnesville lead, and the Shamrocks are going to get their 3rd win of the year and their first road win.
Some clutch free throw shooting, particularly by Riker Willis.
Well, we talked earlier also about the fact that Shenandoah was only averaging about 40 points a game. They had the big third quarter, which got them up to 34 at the end of 3 quarters. But here we are now in the closing seconds, 41 points on the board for the Zeps. And most of the time in high school basketball, 41 points is not going to give you a real good chance of winning. And that's unfortunate for the Zeps because they've played hard tonight and has done some good things. Varhola with 13 points. Barnett with 11 points. But
he had 11 at the half.
But again,
he's thrown a number of threes up. I mean, you have to.
Yeah, the shooting total here now in the second half, and especially the fourth quarter for the Zeps, is going to be very, very poor. When obviously, when you don't score a lot of points, it's probably because of poor shooting.
No doubt about it.
32 seconds remaining.
Inbounds. McPeak.
And another Barnesville turnover.
That is a nice job by McPeak getting under Caldwell. Caldwell couldn't handle the pass.
I have Barnesville now with 19 turnovers, and that's a lot of turnovers to have and still be on the verge of winning.
Their free throw shooting and rebounding has done it for them
Yes,
tonight.
exactly. Those 2 areas.
House with the basketball. House looking to get a shot off. He gets it off, can't get it to go. Rebound, they get it back outside. House for 2, can't get it to go. And rebound, McFarland.
And that's probably will do it. I'd say the Zeps will not be fouling, and that's going to do it. Riker Willis will dribble it out. The Shamrocks go on the road and pick up a win.
That's a big win, boy. 50-41, and what an unusual game. It looked at first like Barnesville was just going to blow them right out of the gymnasium, but Shenandoah clawed back. But Barnesville kept their composure. A lot of Riker Willis at the free throw line in the fourth quarter, and they come away with a 50-41 win tonight. We're going to add up some of the numbers. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with more from Shenandoah High School right after this.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
We know parenting is a full-time job, and it can be easy to get caught up in everyday life. The Ohio Children's Trust Fund and our partners are here for you because we all need a little help sometimes. We can connect you with essential resources in your community, everything from parenting support to ideas for self-care. For the love of your family, visit octf.ohio.gov/love to find the support you need.
Hey, you know, Center Drive-Through Corner Route 78 and 147 can accommodate small or larger vehicles. Andrea is still selling all kinds of basic supplies you'd need like milk, bread, pop, cold adult beverages, as well as tobacco and lottery tickets. But now she's also stocking fresh baked goods, deli subs, lunch meats, and cheeses, as well as locally raised beef items. Stop in Monday through Thursday, 6:30 to 8, Friday, 6:30 to 9, and Saturdays, 9 to 9. Center Drive-Through Corner Route 78 and 147, right between Caldwell and Sayersville.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school basketball. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, seasonal home, garage, farm equipment, Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website at patronsbuckeye.com.
Hi, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all the local teams good luck as they dribble their way down the courts to a successful and exciting basketball season. As you're stepping back for that three-point shot in the fourth, we can be in the background helping plan your projects for that first period, getting your business ready for that big project win in 2026. With that, have a safe and competitive season, and remember, Bicon Services as your sole source for commercial and industrial construction projects.
Protect what matters most with Sue Snowd, State Farm Agent in Caldwell, Ohio. With over 30 years of experience serving Noble County, Sue and her team offer personalized coverage for auto, home, life, health, renters, and business insurance. Conveniently located on East Street, they're here to help you plan for the unexpected. Call 740-732-2786 today for a free quote, or stop by the office. Like a good neighbor, Sue Snowd is there, ready to serve your insurance needs with care and confidence.
Golden Oak Hardware, right on the square in Caldwell, is your hometown destination for quality tools, hardware, and friendly service. We proudly carry steel power equipment and Milwaukee tools to help you get every job done right, whether you're working around the house, farm, or job site. Stop by today or call us at 740-305-5040 for dependable products and expert advice you can trust. Best of luck to the Noble County basketball teams. We are pulling for you.
You're listening to high school basketball on 93 BNV, WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
Welcome back to Shenandoah High School. Barnesville Shamrocks come away with a 50-41 win tonight. You know, we have an interesting chore at the end of this game. Our great clips play of the game. And you and I are talking about it, and you know what we're going to do? We're just going to put Riker Willis at the free throw line because our great clips play of the game is basically Riker Willis going 10 for 10 from the charity stripe in the fourth quarter. That and some good rebounding and some good floor play by Brody McFarland, that really helps Barnesville win this basketball game tonight.
Well, after Shenandoah cut the Barnesville lead to 4 points at the end of 3 quarters, Barnesville comes out and does not get a field goal in the fourth quarter. You go for 6 from the floor.
You're thinking you win the game.
But they hit they hit their first 12 free throws, 10 by Riker Willis, and then also 2 by Evan Carpenter. Yeah, and when you knock down 12 in a row at the foul line, then all of a sudden they were able to get in control, Shenandoah, and then had to hurry up, force up some bad shots, and Barnesville was able to get back in control of the game, and a good win.
Zeps had cut it to 2 at one point.
Yes.
And they had a man, after a technical foul, they had number 3, Blake Leonard, at the line with 2 free throws, and they were going to get possession. They didn't get points off the possession. And Leonard made neither one of the free throws. And they were only down at 2 at that point. You tie the game up. You said it in the middle of the game. You expend all this energy just trying to get back even, and you can't get over the top of the mountain, and that's that.
Well, during my coaching career, I've coached with, some really good people, and I coached with a guy here a few years ago, and he said, if you've got an area of the game that you don't do well, you better have something else to offset that. Okay, here's an example tonight. Barnesville has 19 turnovers tonight to Shenandoah's 7.
Yes.
Not good.
Again, you're thinking, that's a problem.
But Barnesville controls the boards tonight. I have them 41-20 advantage over the Zeps on the boards tonight. So you had an area you didn't do well in, turnovers, but you had an area that you did extremely well in, rebounding and the foul shooting.
I want to circle 2 guys on that rebounding too. Brody McFarland, far and away, he was having a great night on the boards. But another guy, number 1, Dylan Blond. He's a backcourt player, but he pulled in a lot of rebounds tonight.
Well, after McFarland picked up the 2 quick fouls in the third quarter, which gave him 4, he had to go sit down. Barnesville did a couple of different things defensively, but then in the fourth quarter they went zone and put Blond in position to be trying to muscle up against the Shenandoah post guy, Varhola. He was giving away probably 4 or 5 inches and probably 40 pounds, and he held his own in there and rebounded very, very well.
Yeah, and like I said, if you give a player the game away, I mean, you basically, if you're Barnesville, you have to hand it to Riker Willis, and the people here at Shenandoah tonight, they voted Hunter House, and Hunter had a pretty good basketball game.
And that's something in a sponsorship they have here that I think they always do a Shenandoah player of the game here for the fans, and that which Barnesville people will say, hey, how can you do that? But that's their option because they do it for their team. But it's a good win for Barnesville.
It is.
Still some positives for Shenandoah. I know it's tough. The Zeps are now 0-10. They've got some tough games coming up on their schedule against some really good teams. But, one of these days you think the shots are going to start falling, and once they get that first win, and maybe they can get that second and third win here because we're getting late in the year. We're about halfway through.
We are, but you have to be happy for the Rocks. They're now 3-6 on the year, and like you said, this is a big win for them. This program needs wins, and you have established one thing for certain. You've got 2 players in Riker Willis and Brody McFarland who can, if you get the basketball to them in the right situation, they're going to score some points for you.
They did a good job tonight. This is nice win for Barnesville. They go on the road now Saturday night, I believe it is, and play at rival Union Local.
They have a win against
the
Jets.
Confidence. They beat the Jets earlier, and going on the road, they know they can win on the road. And, there's no such thing as a bad road win.
No, there's no such thing as a bad win. I'll just put it that way. Hey, let's thank our sponsors here one more time. Center Drive-Thru, Bicon Services, Ohio Children's Trust Fund, West 40 Auto Sales, of Village Hardware and Rental, Doan Ford, Golden Oak Hardware, Sue Snowd, State Farm, Dutro Ford, Lincoln Nissan, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, and Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Without these sponsors, we could not be here tonight. Enjoyed this basketball game. Hey, also want to thank Great Clips for sponsoring our play of the game. Didn't really have a play of the game, but like I said, probably putting Riker Willis on the line, that's enough of a play of the game for me. Also want to thank Allen Hunter State Farm for sponsoring 3-pointers tonight, and our scoreboard updates provided by Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. Hey, checking the individual scoring for the Shenandoah Zeps. 3 points for Blake Leonard, 6 points for Hunter House, 7 points for Tage McPeak, It was 11 points for Braxton Barnett, and leading the way tonight for Shenandoah, 13 points for Corbin Varhola. For the Rocks, victorious tonight, 2 points for Aiden Caldwell. It was 2 points for Dylan Blond, 4 points for Evan Carpenter, 17 points for Brody McFarland, had 15 at the half, got into foul trouble, so his point totals were cut down. But leading the way tonight for the Shamrocks, 25 points for Riker Willis, including 10 of 10 in that critical fourth quarter.
Yeah, just real quick, Barnesville after the hot start from the floor ends up only 15 of 49 from the floor and 2 of 13 on threes. But Zeps just 13 of 51 from the floor, and they end up 4 of 23 from three-point range. As I mentioned, Barnesville 19 turnovers to Shenandoah 7, but Barnesville has 41 rebounds, including 9 offensive rebounds to Shenandoah's 20 rebounds. So rebounding and free throw shooting, the definite difference in this game tonight for advantage Barnesville.
You know what they say, Windex, clean the glass, and you can win a few games. All right.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Bill, good to be with you again.
Yeah, it was good. I think
last time we were together at some basketball games, we had a real good time.
We did. That was down in Dayton, Jeff. That was a good time. Got to call state championship game, and that was enjoyable. But great to be back out here in January. Hey, want to thank our TD, Blake Klein, and want to thank our shooter tonight, Bella Bailey, providing our coverage tonight here for AVC Communications and YRPtv. Final score, one more time. It is Barnesville 50, Shenandoah 41. I'm Bill Kassler. Have a great rest of your night.
High school basketball is a presentation of AVC Sports and 93 BMV, WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.